What's going on, guys? It's Jordan back today with today's first video. And in today's first video, we're going to take a look at Ethereum and see what it's doing on the 4-hour, the daily, and the weekly. And we're also going to take a look at the Ethereum Bitcoin. And we're going to look at why Ethereum could see a big surge compared to Bitcoin coming up within the next few weeks. So if that sounds good to you guys and you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys smack that subscribe button if you guys end up actually enjoying today's content. All right, don't forget about that. Now, let's not waste any time and jump straight on in to the 4-hour chart here for Ethereum. And as you guys can see on the 4-hour chart, we have a huge confluence here of this green box, okay? We've gotten support and resistance on this green box, right? Million times, right? We got resistance on it all back here. We couldn't break it. And then we got support on it all throughout this area. And now we just got support on it again. And I want to see this green box hold. And I do like how it confluences right with our bottom support on our rising. I would say it's more of a rising channel now. You can see where we got that dump right today, or today and yesterday, really. We wicked down below it, but then we ended up getting our close above our wedge line. So as of right now, we are good to go, right? This is par for the course for Ethereum. We've seen dumps like this happen right here back in January 11th. We saw another one right here back in January 20th. Another one, right? 28th, 29th, the 5th, right? So we see giant dumps like this for Ethereum multiple times. And even going back to our old wedge back here, you can see the amount of dumps that we got that were very similar to the dump that we just got right here, guys. So it's not time to panic until we break this green box here, right? This is the big area that I don't want to break. If we break that, we probably go back down to about 1450 in my opinion, okay? But you guys can see another huge thing on the 4-hour here is you see this blue line here, and that's our 54-hour EMA. And you can see every time we actually break that on a 4-hour close, we end up going back and retesting the bottom here. So you guys can see right here, the first time we broke this, right, you can see we touched the bottom. Then we went back up, went back below it, touched the bottom, okay? And then we just kept getting support on it here until we finally broke below it and touched the bottom, right? We broke back above it. It was our support until we broke below it, touched the bottom, right? Broke it back above it. It was our support, the bottom. And you can see all throughout this area, it was our support, right? Support, support. And then we broke below it and touched the bottom. So you can see this is a very, very good thing to notice here is every time we break this 54-hour EMA, we go back and touch the wedge. So don't be surprised here if we actually do get a nice pump and we get back above that 54-hour EMA. And at some point, maybe we break it again and retouch the bottom of the wedge at some point, guys, okay? But, you know, I think we're going to get a bounce here up to the top. If we get a dump, I think worst case scenario, I think we dump to about 1400, somewhere where we get confluence right here at this general level right here. You can see the amount of resistance we got there. I think that flips as support if we do actually get a dump down, guys, okay? Now, what do we have on our daily chart? Well, you guys can see on our daily chart, this wedge that we're in right now is just one big giant support and resistance flip. You can see we had resistance on this yellow line all throughout this area, right? And now it's flipped to support once and now twice. So usually when you hit something as support twice, that it's kind of like a double bottom and you can continue up, okay? So I'm expecting us to get a nice bounce off this support line. That was our old resistance. You can see also on the daily chart, we also have our bullish divergence, right, forming right now. And that's assuming that we get a close where we are right now, right? We want to close higher than this previous low, but you can see we're getting higher lows in price action and lower lows on the RSI, which gives us that bullish divergence there. So look for that to push us up as well. But it is possible we still dump. You can also see our 20-day moving average. I know it's a random number, but you can see how big it's been as support all the way on our move up lately, okay? So ever since back here, right, look at the amount of support we've got on this 20-day moving average, right? You can see again here, again here, again here, again here. And then just again, right, we're holding that as support right now. So that could be huge, guys. We also have our 200-day moving average now at about 859. So that's kind of our worst case scenario. Very, very similar to our 20-week moving average. But that's kind of our support, like last line of support way back at 857. I don't think we're going to go that low, but obviously just wanted to bring that up for you guys. You can also see our green box of confluence here, why this is such a important box, and we don't want to break below this, which we could be seeing that $1,400 levels, okay? Now that's the daily chart. Now let's switch on to the weekly. On our weekly chart, we actually did have some bearish divergence that did play out here. You can see we're getting lower highs on the RSI and higher highs in price action, which did actually push us down here. Now that already played out, so it doesn't necessarily have to push us down further, but it definitely could. It definitely could. We also have some, if we close where we are right now. So if we go this week, right, and we continue to dump, right, we could have some bullish divergence, right, with lower lows on the RSI and as of right now, higher lows on the price action. So we could actually flip this bearish divergence into bullish divergence if we continue to, either consolidate where we are right now in the weekly or continue downwards a little bit. Okay, so we could flip that, that negative into a positive there on the divergences on the weekly. You guys can see right up to right, this blue line right here is our 20-week exponential moving average, which is our bull market support. You can see how it's been our support all the way up here. That's kind of our last line of support, really. I see that as about 1,120 right now. So that's like our last, like if we were getting a huge jump, that's right the last point that I expect us to get support. Okay. Now, looking up top here, you can see our next Fibonacci resistances here are 1.618 Fibonacci, which is about that $2,300 level that I keep telling you is so crucial. That's our next breakout point. Once we finally finish consolidating, finish dumping, right? That's where we're going next. Also, we have our 2.618 Fibonacci, in case you guys were wondering, which is about 3,677. So after we break that 1.618, that's most likely our next target at 3,677. And I do think it is coming soon, but I think we're going to see a little more consolidation for Ethereum, even maybe a little bit more either sideways or slightly dumping, because this is exactly why. All right, switching over to the Ethereum Bitcoin chart on the daily, you can see that we're almost at the bottom of our channel, right? And when Ethereum usually hits that bottom of the channel, right, it usually gets support here, and that's usually when we see a massive run on the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio. Okay, obviously we had one fake out down here, which can definitely happen, but usually when we hit this bottom, we get a massive Ethereum run. Okay, so will that happen now? Well, I don't know. We're getting very close to that support line. We broke our two huge supports, these two red lines. We really crushed those, right? And that's really our next support here is down here at the bottom of the channel. So will we get a hit at the bottom of the channel and get a bounce back up? Well, that would mean Ethereum would outpace Bitcoin in the short term. But like I said, we still have a little ways to go. So expect Ethereum to either consolidate while Bitcoin pumps or to dump harder than Bitcoin, maybe for another few days or so, maybe till the end of this week. And then it might be time for Ethereum to really start its next run up to 2,300. Okay, that could be on the horizon here within the next week or two, after we go and back test this back of the bottom of the support. All right, guys, so that's the video on Ethereum today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're really just watching this rising wedge here and also this Ethereum Bitcoin chart to see what's going to happen next, right? Will we hold the support? When Ethereum finally hits the bottom of the support, will we get a bounce and see a massive run for Ethereum? That's what we're watching, guys, all right? So if you guys are new to the channel, you guys enjoyed today's content, make sure you guys don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my 2 videos per day or my daily live streams, okay? Also, guys, I did finish making my Patreon. So if you guys want to go support me on Patreon, right, I'm going to do a quick shout out on this. It's basically $1 per month. That gives you access to the Discord community, right? We already had, I think yesterday on my live stream, we had about 15 people sign up for the Patreon just in one stream yesterday. So go check this out, guys. Just for $1 a month, you get access to the Discord. For $30 a month, you get access to the Discord. And you get one personalized video on a coin or topic of your choice, and you get access to every single one of these extra videos that I make over on Patreon, all right? If you do the gold member and moon member, you get 2 videos per month on a coin or topic of your choice, right? And you also get to chat with me one-on-one about anything. Obviously, it's first come, first serve. And I'm working on a technical analysis tutorial course. So if you guys are interested in that, right, it's not It's not mandatory. It's beneficial to you if you end up doing that. That's coming soon, probably within the next week or two, guys. All right. So go check that out if you're interested, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.